Hello everyone. Today we're going to do a yoga practice for posture. So whenever you're ready, hop into something comfy, grab your yoga mat if you have it, and we're going to go ahead and get started. Starting at the top of your mat, we're just going to start to get grounded in our practice. So take your feet about shoulder width apart, and I want you to start to just slow down your breath and become present with the moment. And really what I want you to think about doing while you're standing here is just shift your weight into the front of your feet and then in the back. So you're going to feel your weight through your heels and then through the top pads of your feet and into your toes. And this shifting, you're just feeling grounded, you're using your balance. And while we go through this yoga practice, I want you just to become very aware of yourself and how you're moving, how you're breathing. And if any of these positions are uncomfortable, just make small adjustments so it fits more with your yoga practice. And if you had your eyes closed, you can open your eyes. I want you to start by actually engaging your core. So pull your belly button into your spine. And then take your tailbone and imagine curling it under. Okay, so if you have an exaggerated anterior pelvic tilt, we're actually just going to try to correct that with a posterior pelvic tilt by engaging the core. And now I want you to start to think of drawing energy up through the middle of your foot, and then activate the quads, tighten them, squeeze your glutes, your tummy is tucked, so it's kind of like you're getting longer just by doing this. Then I want you to think of your chest, your collarbones are lifting towards the ceiling, so that's pulling your chest up. And I want you to think of taking your shoulder blades, rolling them up towards your ears and then dropping them down into the opposite pockets on each side. And with this correction, lifting the collarbones up, you'll notice that your head actually lifts up as well. So it kind of naturally corrects a forward head position. But if you notice that your head is maybe lifting up, your chin is lifting, drop your chin down just a little bit so you have a nice neutral spine. So here, just standing in this posture, I'm sure you can feel your muscles working, especially if you do have poor posture. You may start to feel some quivering almost in your muscles as they start to fatigue by keeping your lower body engaged, your tummy engaged, your shoulder blades are down and back as if you're squeezing a pencil. Collarbone is lifting towards the ceiling, chin is tucked to you. And I want you to take 3 breaths here. And on your next inhale, go ahead and inhale, lift the arms up towards the ceiling, maintaining the positions that we had just talked about. So although the arms lift up towards the sky, we're going to still hold the chest up, keeping the shoulder blades down, dropping them away from our ears. We're still engaged through the core. Our tummy is pulling in, tailbone is curled underneath us. And then one more time, let's go ahead and take another big inhale with our arms lifted. And then this exhale, we're going to fold down slowly. So our hands are going to come towards the ground. And this time our hip sit bones are going to kick up towards the ceiling. And then just go ahead and inhale halfway up and lift. Flat back through the spine, dropping the shoulder blades away from the ears, squeezing them together. Exhale, fold down. Step or hop yourself into a plank position. In plank, go ahead and lower to the knees And then I want you to actually lower to the elbows. We're gonna go right into a puppy posture. So elbows are underneath the shoulders. Eyes are going to look forward. And now here, I just want you to take your hips and kick them back. Feeling a nice stretch through the shoulders. Exhale, maybe the forehead comes to the mat. That feels good for you. And as we do this, we're gonna spiral our arms outwards. So I'm in this puppy posture. I'm spiraling my arms outwards, okay? So if I had to physically show you what I meant by that, I would say take your thumbs and then point them up. And so that outward rotation you should feel through the shoulders. So this is definitely opening up. Tightness in the shoulders. I can feel one side is a little bit tighter. If you notice that, that's okay. If you need to come back off a little bit, it's causing too much pain, you can always bring the hips up a little bit. It's your choice. But if you find that spot, just go ahead and breathe through it. Take 2 more breaths here. On your next breath, go ahead and come back up. And then just go ahead and lower yourself into a Sphinx pose. So lower yourself onto your belly. And then take your hands, slide them back by your chest. Press yourself up here for a mini cobra. And I want you to take your head and actually tuck your chin into your chest. And then keep tucking. So as far as you can tuck your chin into your chest, I want you to do so. But you're not crunching your back here. You're still trying to make yourself long. So you're just extending through the head and neck. And then as you slowly exhale, lower yourself to the ground. Inhale, lift up for cobra. Eyes can look forward. Exhale, I want you to try to think of making yourself longer, but then I want you to tuck the chin into the chest. Slowly lower yourself down. Feel the extension through the spine, through the head and neck. I'm squeezing through the lower body, squeezing my inner thighs together, my glutes together, my thighs pressed to the mat. Great job. Press yourself up into plank, or you can come into all fours. It's your choice. And then I just want you to exhale into downward facing dog. Inhale, look up between the fingers. Your choice to step or hop to the top of your mat. I'm going to step. Inhale, halfway up and look, finding length in your spine, squeezing the shoulder blades down your back. Neck stays long. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, swan dive, reverse swan dive up, reaching the arms up towards the sky. Exhale, let's go ahead and find your position. Reset yourself back up, starting from the feet. Think of lifting up through the arches of your feet. Squeeze your legs, lift your kneecaps up, and tighten the glutes. Go ahead and make that adjustment with the tailbone so you have a nice posterior tilt. Maybe not exactly a posterior tilt, but you feel that tilt so you're not rotating forward. Engage the belly. Lift the sternum up towards the sky. Squeeze the shoulder blades together, or you can just think of dropping your shoulder blades into your pockets. So your right shoulder blade would drop into your left pocket, and your left shoulder blade would drop into your right pocket. And then once again, if you feel your head is like tilting up, I just want you to try to take your chin in towards your chest. And take 3 breaths here. Good. Go ahead and inhale, lift up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, halfway up and look, finding length. Squeezing the shoulder blades together. Head and neck is long. Exhale, fold forward, step or hop back into plank position. This time go ahead and lower to your knees. Taking the knees out wide, toes together. Go ahead and take your right arm, place it in the center of the mat. Inhale, lift the left arm up. Exhale, sweep it through, thread the needle. Great job. We're going to go ahead and switch. On your inhale, come on up. Switching sides. Left hand comes to center. Right hand reaches up. Eyes follow. Getting a nice twist in the spine. Exhale. Take that arm, sweep it through. And releasing any tension you feel in the back. This is in the back behind the shoulder. It's a really nice release here. A lot of times our postural problems come from small daily actions, things we do a lot of, but we don't realize. We create this habit, this poor posture, being on a phone or a computer, carrying stress in our upper traps. Go ahead and walk your knees together. Inhale, lift up, open the chest. Exhale, round through the back, pull the pelvis in. Pretend there's a fire, a flame underneath you, and you're pulling your belly button in towards your spine to avoid touching it. One more cat-cow. Good. Neutralizing the spine. Find flat back. This time kick one leg out and then the other, finding your plank position. And we're just going to hold here for 3 breaths, strengthening the core, drawing your belly button up into your spine, pulling your hips up, zipping the thighs together. So I'm bringing a lot of intention to this plank. You may even feel yourself start to shudder. And then a lot of times in plank, I actually just noticed I had been doing it. You drop your head forward. So I want you to try to actually pull your head and neck up. Find that length from the crown of your head to your toes. One more breath here. Good. Now go ahead and exhale. Lower yourself to the mat. Inhale, press yourself up. Finding that position for cobra. Tucking your chin. Exhale, lower yourself down. Second time we're going to go into locust. So we're going to take our arms out back by our thighs, squeezing the inner thighs together, zipping the legs up, keeping the legs, or you can choose to keep the legs on the ground or lift, lifting your chest up off the mat. And breathe here. You can tuck the chin, maintaining a nice long spine. And then if you choose to, you can actually even take your hands, bind them together here, and open up the chest. One more breath here. Exhale, lower. Great job. Take the hands to your side. Press up onto all fours or into plank. Back into downward facing dog. Your choice. Inhale, look between the hands. Exhale, step or hop yourself to the front of your mat. Inhale, halfway up and look. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, reverse your swan. Standing to the top of the mat. Exhale, hands come to heart center. Mountain pose. And then you know the corrections you should be making here. So just check in with yourself. Starting from the lower body, working your way up to your head. And think of energy flowing through your body. We're just going to go through this one more time. Go ahead and inhale. Lift the arms up, dropping the shoulders away from the ears. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway up and look, finding length. Exhale, forward fold. Place the hands on the mat. Step or hop back. Finding plank pose. Draw your belly button up into your spine. Hold your tummy tight. Correct your head and neck. Exhale, lower down. All right, this time you can choose to go into locust or actually reach behind you and grab a one foot and then the other. And what we're going to do is create this force. So we're going to press our feet into our hands and our hands we're going to pull into our feet. Now we're going to squeeze your shoulder blades together, opening up the chest. A nice long spine, so I'm just going to remind myself here to tuck my chin. Squeeze the thighs together, lifting the upper body and the lower body up off the ground. And just breathe. Great job. On your exhale, you can go ahead and release. Lower one leg and then the other. And then in this position, I'm just actually going to turn my head to the side. And I'm going to lift my right leg. Keep your left arm on the ground. And I'm just going to get a nice chest stretch, actually, by rotating here. And this is really great for neck and chest. Taking that leg across the body. Great job. Same thing other side, so arms out at a T. We're going to lift the left leg this time and then cross it over the body. And then if you need to make an adjustment here, drop your shoulder away from your ear. It's very easy to kind of get it, kind of be scrunched in that position, but just go ahead and make a small adjustment if you need to. Great. Take it back to center. Press up into plank. Exhale. Press your hips back into downward facing dog. Inhale. Look between the hands. Hop your feet up towards your hands and then just go ahead and have a seat. We're going to take your palms facing up. Pull your belly button into your spine. Drop your shoulders away from your ears. And then slowly I want you to roll yourself back onto your back. And then we're going to do a bridge with the chest opener. So take your heels right towards your tush. And then we're going to press our hips up. We're going to start to shimmy our arms under our backside body, bringing the hands to a clasp. Press your hips up towards the sky. Take a couple breaths here. Chest comes to chin, and chin's gonna face towards the ceiling. Maybe 3 more breaths here. 3, 2, and 1. Excellent job. Take the hands out to the side. Release the bind. Lower the hips one at a time. Slowly, I mean. And then we're going to go ahead and take the hips, or the knees, and open them wide. Feet touch together. Knees open wide. One of my favorite resting postures. Just go ahead and take a couple deep breaths here. And release. Now, if you want to here, you can always give yourself a hug, pulling the knees into your chest. rocking side to side if you want, or you could take happy baby. It's your choice, whatever feels good for you. Listen to your body. Or maybe just sitting in Supta Baddha Konasana with your knees apart feels good for you right now. But take 2 more breaths in whatever playful position you chose. And then just go ahead and exhale. You can windshield wiper your legs back into corpse pose. You can just slowly extend your legs into corpse. It's up to you. However you want to get there. We're going to end here. Our body has gone through some corrective exercises. All that means is we're doing exercises to reverse the bad postures that we have created over time. And the more you practice those corrective exercises, you start to improve your posture, and you're going to improve the way you feel and how you move. And that comes with continued practice. And so just going through these exercises, especially after a long day of sitting or working on a computer a lot, or maybe even just a lot of stress, where you start to bunch up, you start to squeeze and hold all this tension throughout your body, in your hips, in your shoulders, in your neck, in your face. Maybe just taking time to let the stress go, or taking some time to correct those bad sitting habits, or even texting it, being on your phone or an iPad mini, anything that's pulling your head and neck forward. We're reversing that, we're changing that through doing these corrective exercises. Practicing will continue to help improve. Now, if time allows and you still have some free time to give yourself space for meditation, you're allowed to do that here and now. Take a couple extra moments if you need it. If not, we're going to go ahead and just wake up the body. Start to bring movement to the feet and the hands. And then when you're ready, just go ahead and roll to your right side. Take your arm out to the side. Rest your head right on your arm. And then when you're ready, come on, press yourself up and meet an easy pose. Thank you so much for taking the time out of your day to help correct yourself, improve your function, relax your mind, release the stress. Your body thanks you, your mind needed it, and you deserved it. Namaste. If you like this workout, be sure to click like. It just helps these videos be noticed to others so they can participate in yoga as well. And if you haven't done so already, please click the red subscribe button. That way you'll get notifications anytime I post the next workout. We'll see you again.